The Midwest. Feels good to be back. You know, when people from places where the weather changes a lot, there's usually a saying like, don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Well, here in the Midwest, the saying is, don't like the weather. Anyway, for those of you who don't know where the Midwest is, here's a map of the U.S. So here's the West. So it's the Middle West. So it's right there. Makes sense. People from the coasts call this flyover country. That's fine. That's fine. It's totally fine. I don't mind. It's fine. We are right next to the largest body of fresh water in the world, so we also really don't have to worry about earthquakes or hurricanes, so nothing to worry about. Oh, tornado! Oh, that was close. Whew. It's true that we get most of our vegetables from California. We don't grow a lot here, but if you want corn, don't eat that corn because that's for cows or processed for other things. You just peed by a fire hydrant. You were being so stereotypical. Yeah, and I can tell you're ashamed of it. You're looking away. Do you like the Midwest? Do you like the Midwest? Okay, we're back inside, but in the Midwest, in order to thaw out your muscles, you have to do 400 jumping jacks every time you go inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 407. I did a few extra. Pichu Whatever commented on my previous video that she just moved to the Midwest and she wants to know a good time to eat cheese curds. Well, Peachy, the amount of time it took me to describe your comment, you should have already started eating cheese curds again. And actually, since I started responding to the comment, you should have already stopped eating and started eating a couple more times. In fact, just never stop. Just constant cheese curds stream into the mouth. And I should know I'm an expert. Curdle Myrtle, they called me in high school. In grade school, I was Milky McGee, and then I aged and became Curdle Myrtle. And then in college, I was Moldy McNulty, because I smelled a lot like old cheese, and I watched a lot of The Wire. McNulty was a character on The Wire. Whoa, that took a lot of explanation. Amber Cowart is moving from the Midwest to the South, near Texas, and wants some advice. Well, here you go. Grab a water bottle, and on your way down south, fill it up at soda fountains at gas stations. Don't buy bottled water. Download every episode of the podcasts Movied, starring Craig Benzine and Jake Jarvie, and Story Not Story, starring Craig Benzine and China Benzine. Haven't been to episodes recently, but hopefully soon. And once you get there, say y'all a lot, and then pretty much just do the same thing you do anywhere else, but don't wear a coat as often. Honestly, people are generally the same all over this country and a lot of the world, but don't tell them that. People like to think they're unique. Practice convincing people are unique by doing these exercises. Oh, wow. That's interesting. You're kidding. You're joking. You're not serious. You're playing fast and loose with the truth, young woman. You'll be fine. Oh yeah, watch out for fire ants. And there might be lizards where you would not expect there to be lizards. Several of you are wondering where I'm putting the cloning machine in the alligator pit. Well, I haven't figured it out yet, so there aren't going to be any new clones for a little while, unless of course one of the already existing clones got a hold of the cloning machine somehow and cloned himself a bunch of times, but that's highly unlikely. Highly, highly unlikely. I don't know why I'm dwelling on how unlikely it is right now, but it's really, really unlikely. I just want you to know how unlikely that is. So unlikely. Wow. Like, wow. Brad First is lamenting that I lived in Austin all that time and he never heard me say this phrase. All right, I'll do it now. Greetings, colleague. Did I do it right? I don't remember. Well, I'm not there now, so I can't ask anyone. This is Patrick is asking if I still have that skateboard. I don't, actually. I don't still have it. But I do have this one. It's a replica of the old one. I can do a trick on it. You want to see? Like, how is that thumb even coming off? That's crazy. That's nuts. Self-taught. One more bit of advice for Amber Cowart, who's moving to the South. Say goodbye to your friends. The hardest thing is missing your friends. Or don't make any friends in the first place. That makes life a lot easier. When I got back to the Midwest, one of the first things I did was talk to my Midwest friend Jake Jarvie, because he is about to become a dad. And since I recently became a dad, I thought I would give him some advice. Or just talk at him and see what happens. So I did. On our way to the grocery store, we were having a dinner with the wives.
Do I have to hold that in reverse?
You've never driven a Prius before,
I've never driven a Prius before.
How do you feel?
I feel completely out of my element. Is this a spaceship?
You're about to be a dad.
I am. She's overdue currently, so any moment now.
Since I've been a dad for a long time now.
Yeah, so long.
I should be able to share with you sage advice.
I would love that.
And I'm doing this for our future, because children are our future.
They are. I've heard that too.
And I really want you to raise this kid right, because I don't want you to screw up our future.
So a baby shows up.
Right, yeah. Well,
do I need to do anything?
Do you know how the baby shows up? Do you know all that stuff?
I've heard some things.
Okay, it's real gross. What?
Do I need to do anything after that?
Yeah, you need to do a lot. That's actually where it begins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you love Ada immediately? Some people say it doesn't happen right away.
Actually, both China and I felt like, who is this stranger?
Yeah.
Like, it was like, I expected to feel like a connection right away, but it wasn't. It was just like, this is some baby. This is just some baby. I didn't feel like it even looked like me or her. It was just like, oh, there's a baby here now.
That's what I've heard. Like, I've heard from other people as well that there's that the myth of instant love that happens between parent and child is in fact a myth. Some people do actually feel it, but a lot of people don't, and you have to grow into the love of the child.
I was a little scared. I was like, what is this thing? This monster all of a sudden? And it took a couple days, I think. And then it was like, okay, this is my baby. Our baby is quite a handful. She was.
She's a little bit of a crier.
At least the first couple months, she was, she would scream and cry. She always had to be moving. You know, you have to be holding her and moving around. Yeah. It was exhausting. It was hard. It was very hard. She's gotten a lot better now, though.
Kind of the impression that I'm not going to be able to absorb much of anything until I have a baby in front of me. I'll be looking for answers once I know what the problems are.
Well, yeah.
I have no context for having a child. The Prius pickup, the gas pedal's not super responsive.
No. There is not a lot of pickup because, you know, it's not just a gas pedal, it's a gas electric pedal. But then you get 50 miles to the gallon, so
that's great.
Do you really need that little pickup for? Not
at all. Yeah. In fact, I would prefer to have 50 miles to the gallon.
This interview brought to you by Prius.
Can I get some of that? I'm about to have a baby.
Well, I'll have to talk to Prius about me getting any first.
Oh, okay. So you preemptively film the sponsorship, and then approach them.
Right.
Yeah.
And that works 0% of the time.
Okay.
So I didn't really know anything until the baby was right in front of me. And very suddenly it's like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. I'm holding this baby. How do I hold this baby? Is this baby going to poop or pee on me? What do I do then? She's screaming all the time. Does that mean she's tired? Does that mean I have to lay her down? Does that mean I have to hold her this way? Do I hand her to, is she hungry? Is she eating too much? Is it too cold in here? Is it too hot in here? Every aspect of reality becomes a question. Babies are pretty adaptable, so I think it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But you're not going to know that. Something specific will happen and you'll be like, that's not supposed to happen, is it? No, that's not right.
As long as I care about what happens to my baby, hopefully we'll be able to adapt to them.
I think so. I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. I wouldn't say that to just anybody.
No. I
like
think
that guy? No way.
No. I think you would. And I think you're right about that guy.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't want a cat. And Eliza just loves cats. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I love my wife. My wife wants a cat. We have to have a cat.
Right.
And as soon as a cat shows up, like, I immediately just, like, feel so much affection for this cat. Yeah. I can't imagine how much more I'm going to feel when we have a baby arrive.
Same thing. We had a dog. China wanted a dog, and I fell in love with the dog. Here's the difference, though. Even as a pup or as a kitten, I feel like dogs and cats figure out the basic stuff quicker than a baby does.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they can walk right away. They can feed themselves right away.
Yeah.
Baby is just helpless.
No, yeah.
It's just completely helpless.
We actually got like a tiny kitten, like 7 weeks old kitten.
Yeah.
Put her down. We're like, how are we going to teach her about the litter box? And she wandered over and used the litter box.
Yeah. No,
that's not.
Our baby poops in a bag that we strap to her all the time still. Yeah. And she doesn't even know she's pooping.
Yeah.
So humans, we're a slow burn. We are a slow burn.
Yeah.
And scene. Well, I'm going to bring a small camera into the grocery store with us. I don't know if I'm going to use it.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll get kicked out because of it, but let's do it.
No, they won't kick you out.
I hope they do. It'll be great footage.
Walk inside of it.
It's natural. This is totally natural. This is how I always go.
Eliza says we should be getting sweet smoked paprika. I just see smoked paprika.
It's smoked, but it's not sweet?
Yeah, or just paprika.
Is there sweet paprika?
I don't see that.
Get every paprika that you see.
They have smoked paprika or paprika.
Go for smoked.
There's no sweet paprika.
That's fine.
Put sugar in it.
Should I get...
Here's how I know we live in a rich society. I see 4 different paprikas. 5 different paprikas. You got these right here. Well, these two might be the same thing. I'm not sure. And then you got one down here. Yeah.
Here.
And there's Hungarian paprika? Jake, everything's gonna be fine.
Truly, we live in a land of plenty.
Yeah. You think you could live off of paprika alone?
No.
You're just gonna say no right away?
I'm positive.
Wow, look at how much vinegar we have. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. That's all vinegar. You think you could live on vinegar alone?
Better chance than paprika.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments.
Put the camera down here, have the bottles on either side.
Yeah, this will be the sequence where, oh, we got the stuff, now we're leaving.
No, just put it like facing, you can't get close enough to
I'll
the lens.
hold it.
Oh, yeah.
This will be natural, right? This is how people walk in grocery stores, right? That's all for today. There's the previous video that's all about the move back here to the Midwest. YouTube thinks you'll like that video. You can support me and the wife and the kid and Mitzi right there on Patreon. If you aren't already, you can hit subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I put up a video. And I plan to do a bunch of them now because I'm in the Midwest. This is flyover country. What else am I gonna do?